And now Woxic.
Maybe battling themselves in that regard. It's an interesting idea, as we'll see the double orbs come out now. We know how potent those can be for mousesports. Chris J and Voxic is a tantalizing duo. This certainly isn't what a poor approach from OG there.
Yeah, I think the sentiment echoed from the OG camp is he's going to find one kill here, 20 seconds left, not too much he can do. I think the general sentiment echoed from the OG camp, even from the Dota side of things, is that this is going to be a long project. He's going to go down any second, ladies and gentlemen. Don't
he's trying his best.
Can't die before, but they should have just they should have just all hid and then killed him after the time. Do you want to be the best team in the world? Well, it's probably not going to happen with this roster. Do you want to be a top 10 team in the world?
I agree.
You can make that happen.
They could definitely be a top 10 team. It's just where the prestige attached to the OG name.
Sure. Example of it there. That's Alexi V. He's been having a bit of a nightmare as well. He's been the opening kill the last 2 rounds of play. We saw him fall to Chris J's AWP in the opening of round 5, now into the 6th, and already he's forced to watch as the rest of his team try and execute his orders, and another body drops. Oh, and if it wasn't Woxic, it would have been Rops. Now into the site, finally, NBK, he has the call. He knows where the second one is and does cleanly convert. This is it for OG, a chance and the closest they've had at converting. Now with a missed shot from Chris J, the second not so much, he's even hit the next. It's all on to NBK, he's done well to tag him up through the box and now looking to clutch it out. But the bomb is open. If he crosses to CT, he will be spotted. Karrigan's closing the gap now. They could pass each other, and I think they will, just like that. NBK's none the wiser, though. Karrigan's on the hunt.
This is either where Karrigan knifes out and think he's gone towards B, or he checked his close corner.
He's not going to clear it. Or he is going to clear it.
He is going to clear it, and in a very effective manner, the AWP.
Gonna give it his best shot. It's NBK, though, who runs straight in. Valder alongside him. A open. Best shot we've seen from OG now. Into the site, looking very promising, and another from Valder. You said, Chad, these guys, these names, these familiar names are going to have to deliver.
Has to be a save, I think. On the CT side, the money was just too heavily affected in the previous round, and we are going to see a nice shot from Voxic. NBK offers himself up. There is, and it was down to Voxic if he even can manage to find another quickly. They could go for this one, but I doubt it. That's a nice shot from Voxic again, though. How's he hit that, man?
He jumped up on the box and then strafed into the angle. He even has a smoke to his name right now. If he can put more pressure on, Karrigan's coming. There is a chance.
He has got a smoke for some pressure. And now he's going to flash towards ramp. They're going to give this best shot, try and make him as uncomfortable as possible. Onto the bomb he goes. Karrigan's got another one. They need to cover the ramp. He has taken him off the bomb. OG take the round. mousesports made that as difficult as possible.
And they recover the AWP, take down both players there, and they're going to get 3,500 per player on the OG side now.
But the connector smoke makes me believe something different is on the cards as the nades will come out to push him on back. Now they've got the mid control they were after. 45 seconds left on the clock. Nobody there to deal with them. There's a massive gap in that smoke, and Chris J's going to find Alexi.
Oh, Alexi's going to be kicking himself. Another early death for the leader of OG. They're wrapping around into the site. That's a big frag. Didn't let Chris J pull the trigger. So down to Rops. His spray's not quite there. 1.5. Woxic wallbang could stop this plan. Issa is low enough, but he's not hitting the shots just yet. And Valder, lingering in jungle, will stop the rotate of Karrigan. 3 versus 2. Bomb ticking.
Oh, that's a nice shot from Voxic. 2-on-2 for sure, and it will be Mansu to give them the advantage here. Now, Voxic up against it. No kit available, had to drop the AWP for Chris J in the previous round, going for the wallbang, suggests he's desperate at this point, and a sign that he might be giving in. Bomb's over halfway gone. Remember, no kit, nowhere near it. It's going to give up the position of one of the players here. Has to go for the wallbang once again. Not going to happen, and OG will get 3 rounds in a row at this point. As he looks for a final kill, actually gives up his life. I think he was going down regardless with the pincer coming in from Mansu.
Double orbs. They're pulling out the dorps. See how far Chris J and Woxic can pull mousesports. It is one of their very many strings to their bow, and there's Chris J again dealing with the early ramp dry peak. Is investigating, and he's been met by a very scary bullet. Chris J, however, will give them one back. Alexi from Connector.
It was yesterday's stat line for mousesports, right, where they lose quite a significant amount of their 5v4 situations, right? Here they've got another opening kill on Chris J, and then he's lost his life to equal into a 4v4, which we know for the T's is very favorable.
Well, at this stage, OG looking to find their 7th in a row. Rops, though, the man that could shut it all down, only good for a single kill. And it looks like that trend will continue as Frozen, he's isolating now towards short.
And off they go, flashing through. Frozen will get the first. Still traveling as a pack, though. It's about those trades. And NBK does catch a nice one onto bench, but so does Rops. Claws one back from Kitchen.
Yeah, certainly operative word is clawing back, because at this point we do have ourselves a 2-on-2. If it's going to be 8 rounds in a row, if Issa can clutch this one out. He's in a 2-on-1 now with a minute on the clock. Looking for that first frag. Absolutely nails it. Up against Chris J, one of the best in the business when it comes to these sort of scenarios. And he only has a USP. There's the M4. Okay, so that storyline now in the bin. But the bomb is down. He has got a kit and all his utility, but will Issa be ready for this swing?
Gets the info and gets the shot. Issa had to step up, does step up, and an 8-7 half.
Switch over to the CT side, and Valda, he'll take a bullet to the face, kick things off. The Zeus sound effect there from Machine as well, just to provide some atmosphere.
Thank you. I'd like to provide the Foley to our commentary. And already Rops is going to get Issa and Carrigan into the side onto Mantu. And again, Carrigan, the playmaker, has found a triple in the pistol. I swear, he is reinventing himself in the absence of his stars in Mouse. More and more frags for NBK, though. They're lining up. Another tap as well. Hang on a second.
Pick me, do it.
Anyone else? Anyone else fancy their chances? Frozen is on the bench. He taps away at a third head. Thank you, next. NBK, otherwise known as Ariana Grande.
He basically hasn't taken any damage here as well. He won't check the left-hand side, but had he had pre-fired that, he could have been onto something. A rebuttal, though, from OG as they push towards A-Ramp, trying to get some information and boxing to open things up. That's on the A-bomb site, and it's going to be Mantu removed, who is influential in the success in the first half.
An A-Ramp crossfire. It's not particularly well-versed at dealing with connector. That could be the issue. That's, of course, if it goes unchecked. The fact that there is no contact does imply that there is going to be someone towards Ramp. It's Carrigan with the bomb that goes looking. Issa's double puts OG back in control, and now the crossfire arrives. Alexi pushing through the smoke. He knows he has to help and support Issa under the pressure, under the thumb of mousesports. But with 25 seconds left, they now know where the bomb is. It's sitting right in front of Issa's position where it was on Tetris. And 15 seconds, what are you going to do? Nothing seems to be the answer.
Well, with 10 seconds now, I think you might be right as they get dinked as well. There should be no chance. I say that goes down into a situation they can win this, but Valda with a double spray down, too much pressure applied. A good chance there, but ultimately Valda takes no damage.
Yeah, he's anticipating the push as well. The flash is perfect onto Frozen. And he will get caught. Carrigan actually the one to go down. Frozen is still mantled up. Mantu responsible for this frag. He does eliminate Chris J's push, but he's traded. Woxic aggressive on short.
Woxic's actually killed Mantu in the last 2 rounds, so in that head-to-head of Orpers, started to look a little bit better for Woxic, and the previous did it with Rifle, and oh my god!
Fixing his attention on jungle, and now he hears the steps in middle. It looks like it could be the end for NBK. Commits to the spray, and is punished for it. It will just be the exit frag, but happy to be keeping hold of all of that goodie. Oh, even more than the M4. He'll upgrade to the AWP for the save into the next. This will be round 20, going the the mousesports way. Bomb explodes. NBK and Valda looking to keep hold of those weapons.
In terms of lost bonus, there'll be a $2,900 next round, so OG will have a buy available with the resources they currently have available. You can see they've got $2 grand right now. Issa with no armor wants to see if he can get an exit kill here towards short and pick up an AK, but it's very unlikely. He might be able to get the kill, with the fact that he'll pick up the weapon is almost impossible. On to go off. And they're going to exit out towards CT spawn by looks of things, or the apartments themselves.
It's going to be the weapon for Issa.
Oh, he does find an M4.
Oh, Carrigan maybe? He's not going to move. He doesn't need to. Oh, here's the ladder.
Ooh.
It could get interesting, but he will not push.
They're going to buy it next round regardless, right, Chad?
Yeah.
One of Birchall's breakdowns, they're back.
I just want to show you how Rops got there so quickly for that flank, because those double kills came in immediately. So he's feigning mid-presence like a normal default, and then he's going to go sit in their own smoke here. The execute comes in over towards B, and you can see over here all the players running into the site. Just as that goes down, Rops starts to come up catwalk instantly behind these two big frags, and the B-bomb site open for business. Simple stuff.
All about distraction. Hook, line, sinker towards the B side of the map, and we do have a full buy for OG, but no orbs available. Valda. Flashbang towards middle, but receives a Molotov, drops the smoke on top to create a bit of a one-way, giving some vision towards middle. NBK has got the advantage here in more ways than one. Chris Jeremy with the MP7. NBK actually had no helmet there as well, so that could have got a bit dicey for him, but he does get that first pick. 12-9.
Strangely, NBK the highest rated player for OG with their first 2 games against Tyloo under their belt, and continuing to be leading the way here. 78 points of ADR, 17 kills, highest in the server. Voldo will now get his kill chart up to 17 as well, finding Carrigan. It's a 3-on-5. Doesn't seem like a very winnable round for mousesports here.
No, but B has been a problem for OG. Let's see if they can hold it better here. Alexi B will be the first contact. NBK holding the balcony. He will be Molotov'd out of position. Robs can hear that. Backing away towards bench. 50 seconds, and already Valda's caught the loose thread. Bringing the fight, and oh, it's hurting. Oh, it's hurting so much. A perfect round from OG.
Astrala smoke thrown towards the top of middle. It has a bit of variance these days. You do have to actually throw a deeper incendiary just to make sure that they can not get access towards that mid area. You can see it's wider, and it's a double spray down towards the A round. mousesports can't catch a break here as the orb shot, it will not connect just yet. Mansuit is rattling off shots left and right. Now they're looking to finish off one of these players that are low HP towards the ramp. There it is.
Here we are. Another advantage for OG very early into the piece. Frozen's trying to change it once again. He's burning, he's gone. Alexi B's lead converts what the flames started. And now Carrigan. It's not impossible. A 1v2, certainly a manageable task. And Alexi B's decision-making. For now, he stands vigilant on bench.
So if Carrigan checks the bench on the left side, he's got a guaranteed kill. Alexi B not being active here at all, but he should have been able to turn the arm. And there we go. Carrigan, with more time to operate with that, I would have liked to see him at least have a probe at the bomb site. Another counter Mantu, though, and one he'll capitalize upon. It's Carrigan again going down first.
I feel they're just going to keep getting that same response. And now that OG are, what, 4 kills
seconds
away? And MBK has all this information right here. This should be another round.
The bomb's at T-spawn right now. It does go through the B apartments here. Frozen pulls one back, a couple in fact. So, do they want to change and go back towards the A side of the map here? I guess they do, and there's no one towards B apartments short. And Valda will discover Robs. This is the all-important frag. If they get this quickly, they should be absolutely fine. One shot will do it. Chris J confirms the plan towards B. They've got the advantage now. It's Frozen to find it, and he holds towards the murder hole.
He's done everything for them, and he could do more. He knows there's a rotate. It's Valda, he's been caught as well. Triple from Frozen to secure a must-win.
One towards kitchen window. That would be an execution, and that would be the perfect rebuttal to what OG have set up here.
They just need to deal with Mantu's orb, which will be coming from the catwalk position. The flashes will come out. We haven't seen the smokes and where they're going to land just yet, but the flashes are good.
Very good, just as they needed them to pop. Mantu, however, popping off. Does catch Frozen on the descent, and now there's a little bit of a delay. I know he's shown the leg. They're going to call it boosted. They have all their attention towards short. I guess that's... No, look.
Never mind, he has to say it.
He was already thinking about amps. He knows the bomb was there. The only real threat would have been retrieval of it. And so Voxic will be forced to back away and save the AWP. A big win for OG, and at a crucial juncture of the game. This will put 15 on the board.
Very strange game here. Both teams not looking complete, but Mantu, he will open things up. Robs goes down, looking to close things here in regulation if possible. mousesports will go for that mid-control. Carrigan spotted, and Lexi B fires up another shot, connecting. Will be the AK-47, takes him down to 30, and I feel like Alexi's done. He has not had the game he's looking for today.
No, and Carrigan on the quite the opposite, quite the contrary. 2 more on A. He's now going to keep them locked in. He has so much power in his presence right now. He doesn't necessarily need to move too much. Mantu. And NBK's now focusing his attention on Carrigan. He's found another one. 2 huge frags when mousesports needed them most. He's done it again.
Yeah, and here it comes then. The final play towards B. Valda gets nothing. No real damage inflicted. 4-on-2. Overtime written all over this situation. And we have got Carrigan on the flank, continuing to find body after body. And now just Mantu. Just playing for stats at this point. We're going to overtime, and he will hit a nice shot there. Has got the fuse good in flashbangs. I just don't see a world where mousesports let him anywhere near that bomb.
Come on, big man Ting. This is your moment. This is the time to shine through the molly. He bounds, and he will be taken down.
They're going to be starting their adventure at A. Rob's taking the bomb palace. He previously did encounter some aggressive AWPing, but now it's in the B apartments. NVK does open things up.
Yeah, Vox are looking a little slow today. NBK will take him down. Nice opening kill and a good position from Issa as well. The orbs really working out for them here. Mantu just lighting them up as they make their way through the smokes of Palace and the A-Ramp. Round already over here, boys. Overtime, not looking too good for mousesports thus far. But at the same time, these orbs, they're not countering the fact there's 2 of them. I just don't get it.
No, and the fact here that Robs has had to bring out an AWP of his own in overtime.
They've got the opening pick this time. If they just walk into the cross there, they're going to have a lot of trouble. They do, but the flashbang is there this time to at least avert the gaze of Mantu. They've broken through because he no smokes
They
down, no
went
Molotovs. I just don't understand why they're not using those. But now they have the 4-on-3 advantage.
Yeah, that's what they needed. It's looking much more positive, but still no obscuring smoke on CT. Chris J, he could have gone down. Will get traded, though. It's the Rops AWP that will fill the feed. And Issa and MBK, well, they are hungry to feed.
The only explanation that I can possibly think of for this kind of an approach right here... Okay, Woxic.
All right.
There you go.
Well, didn't need the tracer fire for that one. One single bullet from MBK's AWP before he finds him in the smoke. And two, doesn't even get the first, Chris J. He was said they used the Krieg like the AWP, and he's given us a demonstration straight into the A site.
Yeah, he said he only really wants to use in those last couple of rounds, and my God, is he ever. That's going to be another fantastic kill there towards CT Sport. On for the third, and of course he nails it. mousesports looking destined for a 2-1 lead here in the first half of overtime. Alexi B will pull one back, but that's his 13th kill, and he'll go down quickly. Rops executes the final player there.
That's all I have problems with. They almost knock it over.
My problem is putting beverages on the floor. That's not where you store things. We're advanced humans now. We invented like raised surfaces to be away from your moving body parts.
Execution coming through. OG up against the Trop setup, and Frozen will strike first. Nice work and a bit of a smoke too. Shroud his position. Carrigan will pull one back with the AWP, and it looks like they might have enough done.
No.
mousesports running away with his final round here. 4 versus 1, man 2 left, and a 3-on-1 again. And he won't be able to do much with it. It is going to be map point for mousesports on the pick of OG here, Mirage. A little bit of a... Well, I was going to say slow start. They're up 7-0. So it will be Robs to get this first frag, though. Will they close things out here? Looks to be the case. 5 versus 4 versus 2 now, as Valda will try and keep them alive, but I think his efforts are in vain. Man 2, the final player here. Once again, it's not going to work out. It was an admirable effort, but on their map pick, OG give it up. 19-16. It was a very impressive performance from mousesports to kick things off, but OG, they're fighting their way back into this series. OG here, as we see them enter towards the B-bomb side.
Okay, so Alexi's going to get more than he bargained for. No, he's not. My goodness, bloodshed in the brown halls. 3 frags do favor Mouse to the OG2. MBK and Valda then in response. You see the rotate coming in from Connector. This is pretty much the best setup they could have, but it does cause problems if they go for the pop rotate, which is what Rops is investigating right here, right now. Will he just drop down? Keeps it silent, keeps the sound cues to a minimum. But NBK has got himself into a prime position to try and deal with this pop rotate. You'll hear them. It's just going to come down to execution now. And both in strategy and in aim, and that's an execution right there. Rops does go down. His teammates Carrigan and Frozen forced to watch as now this advantage is being taken from them by the natural born killer. A chance for a second. He's got another one. That's the bomb. And now a clutch for Carrigan. It's not going to manage. It's NBK to save the day for OG. All right, let's see if they've got that one in store for us. The smokes are pluming, just as you called, but no Carrigan this time, and you can see the CTs expecting it. They're even pushing brown halls early. 2 SMGs and boosting. I love it. OG, that's a quick way to find an opening frag from the CT side, and with the bonus round SMGs.
Okay, he'll be affected by it, but his teammates on the other side of that smoke here. It's looking very good for OG, I have to say. Not much chance of breaking through unless Christian Boxing just goes through. It does enable a trade, but still, the orb's been thrown away.
Yeah, and I think Mantu's going to go unchecked here. Carrigan wasn't ready for it. He actually adjusted into Mantu in time. That's a problem now for OG. Rotate from Issa is very loud, very stompy, and Frozen's going to be tucking himself in for this fight. Wants to actively take it. Bye.
Yeah. The bomb plant, though,
swing on this.
It'll work out. Certainly will. Mantu, though, got a guaranteed frag here. That's Robs going down. And it doesn't seem to be flashbangs again. Lots of dry approaches here from mousesports so far this series. No flashes, no real smokes deployed, just trying to surprise their opponents, but the AWP picks them off. The M4, 1 by 1 at that stage, will mow them down. And we will see Alexi B close things out there.
I'm really worried about Chris's haul in this. We've seen him go very aggressive. There we go. Woxic will find an opening.
And we are off to the races. There's the incendiary. Carrigan's going to put that out, but the timing is perfect from Alexi B.
Yeah, couldn't ask for more out of him here, but Voxic will pull one back. The AWP connects towards MBK. 4 versus 3 in their favor. Doesn't last too long, though. That's going to be pulling one right back here. Back and forth we go. The AK-47 with a chance towards E-Box. It's a scrappy kill, but certainly counts. Goes down to a 2-on-1 now. Issa. Good numbers so far.
I feel like he wins this. He's up against Not only Frozen, but his ex-teammate Woxic. Woxic on with a triple kill. He can dash their dreams of a second round here. Good reposition. Woxic unaware. He will jump into the angle. The spray is good from Issa. Problems getting worse and worse now as Issa's looking to clutch it out. Frozen's got no health. One bullet will do. And a 1v2 for Issa.
Ever since then, there's been a couple of chances with 2 versus 1s, but every clutch has slipped by the wayside, and we've got Issa now aggressive towards Pop Dog. Same story for Chris J. He makes his way out of main entrance here. 3 and 10 to his name so far, and he's got players coming behind him. I don't think he's ever been wrong for this world, but somehow survives that interaction with Alexi B. 13 kills, but that was a pretty underwhelming spray.
Oh, and that one too. OG, you've had a couple of oopsie daisies in this round.
See, that money's actually not amazing, so they might as well hold on to what they have, which is 2 M4s and the AWP of Mantu. Very AWP-centric map. Surprised not to see some of the bigger names step up, but there he is. Mantu will open up the fragging here. Ricochet goes down, the secondary AWP strikes, and Carrigan removed as well. Just a dry peek towards Ivy.
This is what they did yesterday against FaZe. It was the late smokes with the late flashes because they want to bait the CTs to be closer. But there, Mantu was well and truly ahead of that smoke wall instantaneously. And as soon as Carrigan rounds the main corner, he's just a free kill. The Ivy pick is a reaction, I assume, based off of the amount of forward members they had. And well, now Issa's seen the both of them.
Oh, they're setting up for a totem drop as well. He's going to have both here. It does significant damage to the first. Takes Frozen down to 29.
That's 6. It's off the table now. It's been taken away from them. They don't even have a choice. 5 looking unlikely with the money scenario where it is.
Well, they still get, what, $2,900 on top of what they have right now. So there's a full buy there, even with Frozen going down.
They've managed 6 opening jewels so far in this half. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they should have more rounds on the board, that's for sure. And they're going to pick up the pace here and try and bust through. Carrigan this time does find the opener once again. That's just to go down. Does he continue at this point? Put the brakes onto the squad and see if there's any reaction from the CT side. We know they're active towards the inner area. They like to push towards Pop Dog, but for now, swarming the T's. That's going to be Alexi B with a couple of kills.
Oop, info. Saw Alexi. He goes down. Now another one. Leaping off the ladder was MBK, and Jao Mantu thrust into a 1v3. A very nice shot into Woxic. We got the dinks. Bit of cover, I think, from the corner of the wall there. Keeps Mantu alive into his dome. Wall bang under the train. Not easy, especially in that plant spot. And I'll be able to back away from this one. Should be the third for Mouse. He's got no reason not to go for it.
Yeah, it is the last round. He'll see what's available to him. Brings out the Desert Eagle. No smoke to put on the bomb, and there we have it. It is going to be 12-3 at half.
Well, smoke out main and a dink to kick things off.
Yeah, a couple of them. Frozen down to 18 points of health, but it is going to be Carrigan to frag out. He gets the first kill, but now they're making their way out towards Ivy, and Frozen lets him walk past. He gets a couple of kills. On for a third here, but not going to happen. Voxic's still low. Chris J with that P2000, unable to find the initial shot.
Oh, he hits that. Chris J, he's always pulling some nonsense off. This one should all be said and done. Confirmed by Rops' USP. And mousesports, that was a necessity.
Trying to buy as much time as he can. As a flash will come in as well. I like the play. Remember, he's only got the MP9.
Perfect.
Still good for 1-for-1. They've got the man advantage. Frozen takes down Valda. Bomb goes down in main entrance as well. Recovered by Issa. But the bonus scenario for mousesports here leads into a 4-3 lead.
That goes from 0 to 100 so fast. You have a molly outside main. You're just sitting there talking about your strat. And then Alexi B walks out Ivy, makes it a 3v3. He could push another one. There's another one on the bomb train. Woxic did not react to the Ivy frag, was not expecting a proactive rotate from Alexi. And now the advantage that Carrigan worked so hard to accrue has been dashed. Frozen, a very promising flank hit.
Yeah, if he gets the timing right, he's not looking at the bomb side at all. He has no idea that they're there. Spots one towards main entrance. Here's the bomb going down. They will cancel the plant. Now back to the 2-on-2. Issa, if he hits this shot, they win the round.
He did. He actually hit the shot. Do they win the round? Because, of course, with the M4, that dink will not translate into a kill. A problem now arises. Rops is the one to solve it. A Rubik's Cube of Counter-Strike proportions, and there's one on the right. He will expose himself to this frag. And that's it. That should be it. Hasn't been yet. Alexi misses his shots and finally will convert it. 3 kills in that round.
It's for map points, remember, as well. OG have every advantage they could ask for. Rops there with Desert Eagle. Can't find a thing.
Here we go. Looking like 15. Chris J gets spotted on the cross. We'll try and hit some banging Deagle shots, and Frozen's already started things off, but Into the site they go, and they've got the better weapons for it. Frozen does lose a lot of his health with the spray of Valda. Carrigan walking through a smoke, a classic in his playbook, but he will go down to Valda. Voxic clawing just the one, but he's all left alone, and they're in a perfect afterplant spot now.
3 versus 1. Voxic trying to deny map points. He'll get the first kill, no problem. That's onto Mantu, but that gives up his position. He has the kits, he has the Molotov, but 2 players to find. A very good effort, but unless he wins that round, it's all in vain. I'm afraid they've got plenty of cash.
I don't see mousesports reeling back in 10 rounds straight.
No.
Push it, Chris. You may as well. There we go. Just keep going. Keep going.
Willing him into the loving embrace of
Got a kill. Oh, well, maybe not. There was a gap. Chris J couldn't find it, and it's going to be the early kill. MBK takes him down. 5 on 4. They already had their backs to the wall. This score has to deliver for Carrigan, not going to work out.
Now there's not even a wall. They're just falling over, and they're on the ground, on their backs, looking up at the sky, thinking, where did train go?
Yeah, I mean, it's been and gone in the blink of an eye. Great work from OG. Their CT side was how they secured this win. And the T side is where they just have to put the final touches upon it. Voxic low now. Rops only got the FAMAS tapping away, and that's it. We have 16-5. 4 kills from NBK in the final round, but that is OG just waking up, rubbing the sleep from their eyes, and doing one better than Mirage.
Pretty much a 50-50 strategy. There's no real way of knowing when this is going to be a good time to drop.
Yeah, so going in blind, essentially. There's a 4-man CT stack towards A, and oh, Chris J will get the flank on it. It couldn't work out any better. Voxic leaping out for the second. Site cleared out by Chris J. He'll be planting far back towards longside, and they're pushing down middle for this frag onto Carrigan. If he ducks away, he
Run,
does.
Forest!
He's just managed to delay them and cause even more issues into that late round.
Well, Carrigan tucks himself in towards the underpass, and the retake begins at this point. Alexi B sneaks through the smoke and actually gets a defused opportunity here. He's actually sticking the bomb. They might not have any idea. He actually got off it there. A little bit surprising, but it actually has worked out. Final map of this series. OG lead 4-0. Flashbang over. Voxic deploys it.
Oh, well, the damage is inflicted early. Valda quick to swing down Banana. Carrigan always good for one. Does it again on the initial aggression. They weren't ready for Alexi B.
Molotov's in. Man deficit found, and an incendiary that's thrown in an idyllic time. They're going to have to smoke it out themselves and go for the grey screen. They'll flash and break through, and Voxic will hit a stunning shot there. MBK just wants to try and deny the farm if possible. He'll go one step further than that, get a double kill, leaving Voxic with 15 seconds remaining. Remember, he's got the bomb on his back as well. Pre-firing over towards the library. C4 to be planted, and the CTs will encroach on his position and presumably take him down. And indeed they will. Mantu strikes upon him, recovers the AWP, and finds the 5-0. Not looking too good for mousesports here today.
Sometimes those early frags really haunt them. This time the opening frag goes the way of Mouse.
That frozen plant that we were talking about previously on that Deagle round, the flow-on effects, you're feeling it now. The fact that the Norb can come out again with those 2 plants in rounds back-to-back has afforded mousesports these type of buys, with the Mac loss bonus being at 3,400. Yeah, that's another big one. Just by himself.
Was that through the smoke? Did he push through alone? Regardless, dodging the flash again. Issa gets the dink off, but Carrigan continues to find one. They're loving this push for the smoke mentality, aren't they?
They're not getting gaps, right? Normally what would happen is when they find an opening or 2, there's massive holes. But Inferno is a map that's quite easy to plug in. Alexi,
there's a gap.
Yeah, has created quite a large one. The rotation is coming in. They will beat the attackers over towards the site, that's for sure. But he doesn't want to stop them.
So they haven't fully committed off this. They're sending in one player in the form of Frozen. He's creeping in now. Needs to be very careful. The swing comes through. He's in trouble. Has been spotted. Well, that will confirm it. Yes, he has. 2-on-2 again. Valda can rotate back towards A, knowing that Frozen was probably alone there. There's still 40 seconds. Not confirmed, I suppose. Molotov towards the pit. And then they come towards quad. In terms of positioning, we've got MBK towards pit this time. And he's flashed and will be taken down.
Nice flash. Very nice. Little underhand jump flash into the site. That HE you talked about could take a good chunk out of Voxic, and, well, he's taken an even bigger bite.
He'll make his way forward. We said he's always good for 1. This time, it's 0.
Yeah, and there's Chris Jade right behind him. No trade possible. He'll go down, and they'll re-smoke. B site now under lock and key. They do not lose the bomb, though. We've seen mistakes like that a fair few times. You can see those CTs mass rotating, an exodus of the B site.
They only had 1 towards A. That's why MBK alone with the MP9 towards middle. He was playing at the very top behind the smoke to make sure he could get sound cues if required. And now they'll leave 2 in towards B, a more traditional setup now that they found a 5-on-3 advantage. But the boost works out again. Alexi B will get his second frag of the round. Good flashbang as Robs tries to battle his way through. 50 seconds remain, and still with a bit of spacing here. There is a Molotov down, but hasn't caught the CT.
God, they're so low, and they can't even get across. ESL with some good suppressing fire. Burns down on Alexi, but just as his back is turned, Mantu has a glance. OG are looking refined on their CT side. Like
you're
Chris
right.
J rambling about his internet every time he loses a duel. That's going to really inseminate a negative attitude. He comms, and it's only going to get worse and worse when the frags from NBK come in like that. Another multi-kill.
Yeah, that's for sure.
To find, yeah. I hadn't finished my sentence, Henry. It was less of a chatty statement than it sounded. But look at this. Oh, Alexi.
No, do it.
Yeah.
They should have knifed it.
GG.
Be a
They
quick
give it up.
half.
Yeah, we might be here for a bit longer. Bozen with a chance to get a couple.
Oh,
of
of
course,
course.
he will.
The positive is that it's a retake setup, and maybe they can plant the bomb. Alexi's given them a bit of breathing room. The bomb will go down. That's the $800 secured, but now it's the retake.
Yeah, this is the hard part. Responsible for this push, Valda. Oh no, knife out, caught out. Alexi B won't be. But not going to be precise enough. Walking up Banana puts Issa into a 1 versus 4 situation. Flooding into the site. He's done well to take the dink, and he's actually managed to get away. Carrigan does have a kit. He's on it now, and he's sitting it. And Issa needs to be quick. Oh, Issa! He had to take the risk. He wanted to go for the full clutch, but Carrigan's kit and his persistence on that defuse brings home 2. There is helmets for everyone, so that Mac 10 may struggle. But, ooh, Christian, you ballsy boy. He wants to bring the fight to them, and he just jumps straight into their jaws.
I thought they'd be happy with that initial kill, but apparently not. Safety at the bomb site. Speaking of the bomb, that will be towards second middle for now, as MBK confirms the halls are clear. Voxic will take another kill. That's the second of the round.
Very worried about this Halls situation here. That scavenged M4 will get 1. The chase is on right now. They know Woxic's low. They won't be clearing off towards the balcony position. That flash is good enough to get the kill, but now Robs, he can strike, turning around, able to take Valda out of the picture, and it's a one-on-one situation.
Frozen, he's just been watching that kill feed, wondering if he's needed to rotate. He certainly is now. He doesn't have the weapon advantage. He doesn't have a kit. These are things that favor Mr. Man 2. He's opted for pit, though, and so the duel is pretty much ready to be decided, and that's clean.
I will not say this is done. It's always 16 at the top. Voxic misses the initial scout shot, flashed off, and he'll go back towards Boiler Room.
And you'll never guess who died first. He's had a nightmare. Chris J falls to Man 2 early, and now the B push from Carrigan does fall flat as well. OG, 3 frags away from confirming what we thought and suspected at the end of the first half. This will be an upset of gigantic proportions. Alexi B confirms another 22nd frag of the game.
Big man Ting didn't land a thing.
So they've got smokes, flashes, and a backstab coming in CT spawn. This kill should confirm the 16th round. It's not the cleanest, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. Voxic with 48 HP, 3 kills to find, no kit. The bomb already halfway gone. No chance whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be OG taking down mousesports in a convincing manner here on Inferno. 2-1 overall. Inferno should have been much closer. I'm not sure which version of mousesports this is.